Welcome back, everyone. If you haven't seen the other parts of this series, I've put the links in the description box below. Today, we're looking at how to calculate what I call new average. So let's get started. Our example says, Carrie's average mark in 4 subjects is 62. In a 5th subject, she made 77. What is her new average? We start, of course, by underlining important words and details. And it's equally as important to understand what each element in the problem means or represents. Let's look at the first sentence. Carrie's average mark in 4 subjects is 62. What do I know? What does this tell me? I know that there are 4 values and that the average of those 4 values is 62. What else does this sentence tell us? What else do we know? We know that if we multiply the mean by the number of values, it will tell us the sum of Carrie's marks in those 4 subjects. I know this process seems lengthy, but once you practice this strategy, it happens quickly. The second sentence says, she then completed another subject and scored 77. So she had 4 subjects before, but now she has 5. Well, what does including a new subject affect? Think about it in terms of mean or average. Let's look at the formula. Carrie now has another subject. How does that affect the sum of values? She scored 77 in another subject. So that means that the sum of values is going to increase by 77. Likewise, the number of values will also increase. She had 4 subjects, now she has 5. So we have 1 more value to work with. They want us to find her new average. The formula remains the same. Mean is sum of values divided by the number of values. The trick here is to ensure that you use the right numbers. That's the trick. If we multiply 4 by 62, will that tell us Carrie's sum of all her subjects? 4 times 62. No, it won't, because she has 5 subjects now, not 4. So what do? Let's take this one step at a time. First, I find the sum of Carrie's 4 subjects. Yes, the 4 subjects. So I multiply the mean by the number of values and I get 248. That's the sum of her 4 subjects. But we know that she has 5 subjects now. So we take that sum and we add it to 77, the 5th subject. Now, what does this answer represent? It's 325. What does it represent? 325 represents the sum of Carrie's 5 subjects. The sum of the 5 subjects. Now that we know the sum, we divide by the number of values. And remember, it's no longer 4, it's now 5. So her new average is 65. So we take it step by step. Try this on your own. Here's another example. The mean of 5 scores is 48. If a 6 score of 72 is added to the group, what is the new mean or new average? Well, a new mean means we have a new sum of values and a new number of values. Remember in our previous example, Carrie had 4, she then had 5. In this example, we have 5 scores and now we have 6. You'll see here that we started by underlining important words and details. Now, first step, we calculate the sum of the 5 scores. We got 240. Now, we take our sum and we include the 6th score, which is 72. So now we have the sum of the 6 numbers, which is 312. And the last step would be to divide by the number of values. And if you look closely at the last section, you'll see mean, sum of values divided by number of values. The sum of values is 312. The number of values is 6. Remember the trick? Use the correct numbers. Now here's one for you to try on your own, and feel free to rewind the video if you have to. So let's review what we've learned so far. We now know how to calculate mean or average, the 2 methods to find the sum of values. We've learned how to calculate a missing score, and we've learned how to calculate the new average. And let me remind you that the formula remains the same for new average. Sum of values divided by number of values. It's just important to use the correct sum and the correct number of values. So I hope this video was helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.